Don't leave me hanging. It's go time.
Hey everybody, this is Josh, and welcome to Game 4 in a best of 5 series. The series is currently 2-1 in favor of drewbie, but EG Machine is on a roll a little bit. He did win that last game there on Metalopolis and managed to stay alive in this best of 5. If he can just win 2 more, he will win $50 from this best of 5 show match against Root drewbie, our red Terran up here in the top left corner of Shakuris Plateau. And this is an MLG Shakuris clone, just labeled TSL3, so it does have the back rocks that you should be familiar with. It's not the ladder edition with just the little tiny little cliff, and cross positions are the only actual positions possible on this map. And drewbie, upon hearing that, said, hey, can we just play the ladder edition? But I had already hit start, so the answer was no. Machine is going to go extractor first. No, he's going to do an extractor trick, which means basically perhaps he forgot to build an Overlord at the correct time. But really, 9 Overlord is essentially exactly the same to doing that Overlord trick, so, you know, very minute difference. If you forget to build an Overlord on 9, you can just do the extractor trick and still be good to go. You do lose, what is it, 1 mineral or 2 minerals, something like that, for blowing up that extractor, but I think Machine will live with it. But now he's going to have a weird, funny mineral count for the rest of the game. Look at that, 144, 149, instead of the nice, clean 5s and 0s. drewbie going barracks first here, after getting that supply depot, of course. First 2 games, he did go command center first. On Metalopolis, he did go 2 racks into a bunker rush. Didn't quite work out for him. Nearly did, very nearly killed that hatchery. It was down to something like 60 health before Machine was actually able to swoop in and transfuse that little guy and save its life. But here we go on Shakuris Plateau. Anything could happen. Machine is going to go hatch first, just like we see essentially every time. Then that spawning pool. Next we should see a gas, so he can get some Zergling speed. And after that, probably a lair, along with a Roach Warren Baneling Nest and Spire. So Machine, pretty predictable here if drewbie knows how to handle it, and he's shown in the first 2 games that he certainly does have some ideas on how to handle it. Then he might be in good shape here with whatever he chooses to do. So Machine was going to get a nice little look in there, but these SCVs are chasing him away. At least he saw that there is no command center being built there at the natural. drewbie is going to start to do his scouting now after chasing away that drone. Should see the hatch first and the spawning pool about to complete, or actually should be complete by the time he gets there. There was another drone over there for Machine. Not sure what he was actually doing up there in that vertical spawn. Oh, look at this. A lot of drones being transferred over to the other hatch. Almost actually killed that SCV, but drewbie basically saw all he needed to see, and that was that hatch just popping out there. Now a command center is going down, so just a 1 racks expand off of no gas. drewbie throwing up 2 refineries at a time here, so he could quickly get out some Hellions, perhaps off of 2 factories and a tech lab and pre-igniter upgrade. That is something I've seen drewbie do against their opponents quite a bit, so that'll be my guess for now. We'll see if it actually comes true, or if he'll just build 50 barracks and mass bio another time. Machine going to run along with 6 lings. There is no wall off here currently for drewbie at the natural or the main, so the lings could actually slip in and potentially kill some SCVs. Not sure what Machine's got in mind here, but he's at least going to be able to take a look at everything that's going on. There are 4 Marines here. First Zergling dies incredibly quickly. Second Zergling goes down. All those Marines going to live through this attack, so Machine just gifted drewbie 6 Zerglings, and they're just going to hop inside that bunker and feel like they cannot die. Orbital Command number 2 getting morphed. Orbital commands actually morph, if you didn't know that. They are morphing from command centers into orbital commands. Machine not doing a whole lot here, just putting up a spine crawler. Got his gas going. He has 100 gas now, so he could get started on the metabolic boost. Not sure why he hasn't yet. He does have the cash to actually do that. But drewbie getting his orbital command, getting 2 factories up, so hey, my guess is looking pretty good so far. He might actually switch onto this tech lab that the barracks already has, get that pre-igniter upgrade. Yep, barracks floating away. We did actually see this on one of those maps, Tal'Darim Altar, or was it Crevasse? I think it was Crevasse, yes, where he built those 5 or 6 Hellions. Didn't actually manage to do a whole lot with them by the time those mutas chased them away. But here we go. Machine getting up gas number 2. Is he getting 3 or 4 yet? No, he is certainly not. He's just droning all the time. 38 harvesters for Machine, 27 for drewbie, now 41 for Machine. Pre-igniter upgrade started here at this first factory. Couple of Hellions rolling out. with their little race car, RC car motifs and their cigarette-smoking Hellion drivers. He looks sad. Look at him. He looks worried. He's like, man, I gotta go kill drones. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Command Center number 3 popping up for drewbie, so he's actually going to be the first one to take a third base. Very interesting. The machine is a little bit slower on that one. Baneling Nest coming up here. Should see a Roach Warren eventually. He usually does like to tag on a Roach Warren around this time. Hatchery does turn into a lair here, so Baneling, Speedling, Muta. Not surprised, just a little disappointed. I would love to see Infestors, like I said multiple times. I won't harp on it though. Machine did just win a game with Baneling, Speedling, Mutalisk, so if he wants to do it and he thinks it'll win him a game, I cannot blame him, of course. drewbie checking up on the Xel'Naga Tower, not going to find any poor little Zerglings to kill, so he's just going to keep rolling through, checking the third base. drewbie's reasoning, of course, if I have a third base going up, perhaps Machine does, but now he discovers that is not the case. He's got more Hellions coming in through the middle of the map, 6 total. Let's see how many he manages to get past this Queen and Spinecrawler combo. Of course, Machine sees this with his Creep Tumor providing vision, so he is going to try and block this ramp a wee bit here with the Queen and the Spinecrawler. Let's go ahead and take the health bars of these Hellions. Speedlings really don't need to get involved just yet. Creep Tumor taking some splash damage there. Pre-Igniter upgrade is done, of course. You can see those blue flames and a scan going down now. Going to try and kill off a couple of Creep Tumors. Not a bad move at all. Starport up in the production tab and Aspire for Machine. Machine is taking a third base. Wait, no, he's just getting up a macro hatch here in his main. Interesting move. He did do that on Metalopolis with some success. Maybe he's not comfortable taking a third base right now. Obviously is sort of pinned in here for the time being, but all these brave little Zerglings running out to take on 6 Blue Flame Hellions. I would not want to be those Zerglings. He is actually going to manage to take out 3 of them, perhaps a 4th. One more blast would kill those Lings. Nope. Only 3 of the Hellions do go down, so Machine just handing over a bunch of Zerglings once again, but at least he did break that contain, and now he is free to take another base if he so chooses. drewbie does have his 3rd orbital command now. Let's take a look at the Harvester count just out of curiosity. 51 for Machine, 47 for drewbie. More Zerglings just falling down like leaves in autumn. Nothing being accomplished there for Machine, just trying to get some eyes on that natural. Didn't actually see too much though. Back in the main, how many barracks do we have now? We've got 5 of them, and a starport landing on that reactor, and a missile turret going up, so he's going to get prepared for those Mutalisks. Machine is going to take a 3rd now, and I hear some destructible rocks being clawed to pieces by these little Zerglings. Watch these rocks explode once they finally chew through them. That always amuses me. The Zerglings clawed the rocks so hard they exploded. But here we go. A couple of turrets already in place. 3 turrets actually already in place. Machine is going to lose 1 Mutalisk quite quickly. He is going to bounce over here and stop that SCV from building a supply depot. But man, those Mutas fall so quickly to those turrets. drewbie could just build like 6 or 7 of them and never have to worry about them again. And that looks like essentially what he's doing here. Here we go, Machine checking out the Xel'Naga Tower. He's got quite a lot of Mutas in the air, only about 10 right here, and a destructible rock. Hellion's still taking care of business, keeping vision on these towers. He should just probably not even send in those Lings at all, but does sweep up those Hellions without a problem. drewbie's starting to crawl into the middle of the map here with siege tanks and turrets. Siege tech will be done here in just a couple of seconds, and +1 vehicle weapons, and +1 infantry weapons. So Machine actually has not been very good about getting upgrades in this series so far. He's all about just making units, making units. He's supply blocked right now. Looks like an Overlord was sacked somewhere and lost. Actually, that's sort of redundant. It was sacrificed and lost, ladies and gentlemen. But here are 15 Mutas ready to do some work. Not sure what they're going to be able to do against this huge number of turrets in the mineral line unless he finds a soft spot somewhere. This is sort of ill-advised. 16 Mutas can take out these turrets, but they will take some decent losses there. There go 2 Mutas very quickly to those turrets. Only 1 here, but it could be repaired very quickly. drewbie pushing through the middle of the map. And Machine basically just sacrifices a couple of Mutas, kills some turrets, and runs away. Once again, not something I would advise, but maybe if he keeps harassing over there, drewbie will eventually get worried and do something more than just rebuild turrets. What's happening over here? Looks like destructible rocks starting to get taken out by these siege tanks and the many Marines and medevacs, the alliteration army. And Extractor taking some shells here. Machine not really going to be able to do anything about that. Just does another larva inject like clockwork. and Spinecrawler goes down very quickly. I'm not sure where Machine's units actually are, but drewbie looks like he is ready to play. He says, hey, I'm just going to kill your hatchery if that's okay. You can continue building lings and banelings off to the side if you want, but I am going to do a lot of economic damage in the meantime. Machine is taking the Happy Face expansion with his pink hatchery clown nose, and drewbie just basically gets a free hatchery. He can just back off now. Nice little victory there. Didn't lose anything, essentially. Machine's starting to push out through the middle of the map a little bit. He's got quite a lot of mutas, but not too many lings or banelings that I can see. He's got a bunch here under these overlords. I don't think they have ventral sacs. Nope. So they're just hanging out all together because that's the rally point. But mutas back in business here. We got 19 mutas this time. Maybe 19 is the perfect number where he'll actually break into that mineral line and kill everything. And another turret coming up for drewbie. He did see it, or at least sensed that they were going to be coming back here soon. One muta does go down for one turret. And 2 turrets down, 2 mutas down, but the SCVs are finally prone, so Machine is doing a lot of damage. drewbie is pushing through the middle of the map. I kind of want to watch drewbie, but we'll see once these blobs collide. Mutalisks are done with their damage. Now Machine really has to get into a defensive position here to take out all these Marines and Siege Tanks and Medivacs. He needs way more Banelings. I don't know if he's got the proper unit composition here to take this on. Banelings getting some nice splashes, though. drewbie looking a little bit slow on the unit micro, but he's just got way more units, and the upgrades are on his side. He's got 1-0 upgrades for both mech and bio. Machine does not have any upgrades on any of his units, and suddenly this is looking pretty one-sided here as drewbie pushes into the natural. Machine does have more harvesters, so that supply count is a little bit skewed. All these drones are going to start falling, though, very quickly. Those lings just feed into the shredder that are these units here. Machine's doing a counterattack of the third, but really not doing a whole lot of damage as that hatch goes down. And Machine's naturally sending a lot of drones and banelings. The mutas are still overhead. Let's go ahead and highlight those mutalisks. Now that all the Marines have been taken care of, Machine can kill off these tanks and start to rebuild. The supply is in favor of drewbie, but actually as that last tank goes down, Machine does regain the supply lead. Very interesting engagement there. Machine down to only 1 non-mining hatchery over here. We've got a lair with a few minerals left, but the Happy Face expansion doing pretty well. Just a couple of medevacs watching and taking some queen spines to the face. drewbie looks like he definitely wants to come in through here. The destructible rocks have already been destroyed, so he can move into the Happy Face expansion in just a moment, and it looks like that is just what he wants to do. He does have 2-0 upgrades now for mech, and will soon have 2-0 for his bio as well as he pushes in here. Machine really only has mutalisks, and this is a huge number of stimmable Marines with 2-0 upgrades, or actually soon to be 2-1 upgrades, sorry. But this hatch also going to fall incredibly easily. Machine losing a lot of production capability, losing a lot of income. Harvester count in drewbie's favor pretty much the first time in this game, and these banelings really need to get a good splash on the Marines, and they really aren't going to manage to do it. So Machine looking very prone now. He's got 2 hatches with any mining going on. His income is about half of drewbie's in mineral count. Still doing okay on gas, but he's going to need a lot more units here soon. 10 banelings, 16 speedlings morphing somewhere on the map. I don't even really know where everything is here for Machine. Here we go. Down here at the bottom of the ramp, we see them roly-poly up the hill, headed over where drewbie's army was. drewbie, of course, has relocated to the middle of the map, where he's added on 6 more barracks. So just mass bio, really all drewbie needs to do at this point. He's got essentially every upgrade that he needs. Combat shield, stim pack, 2-1 upgrades on that bio. Machine still at 0-0. I haven't seen an evolution chamber out of him except for maybe one game, where, actually, wait, that was a double engineering bay, never mind, so I'm not even sure if we have seen an engineering bay. Machine, just GG's, well played. drewbie is going to be our winner here. Sometimes that happens, you just have a GG without a huge engagement, but that's going to be it for this best of 5 series. drewbie does defeat Machine 3-1, so he is going to win $50 from Mech Havoc, our very nice viewer/sponsor.